So the beautiful, the wanginess continues in this episode of JoJo Part 4. This episode was hype beyond belief, I must say. This episode had Star Platinum just doing what Star Platinum does best, and it was so freaking fun to watch, I must say. We even saw Koichi's stand Echoes evolve once again into something pretty freaking fantastic. And yeah, I must say, I'm completely happy with this episode. I am now fearing whether or not Jotaro will really get out of the situation completely okay. Until Joseph gets there, he's pretty much in trouble. It's really the main thing you kind of get. You're kind of fearing because he is completely incapacitated. He ain't doing jack. He ain't gonna do Zal World anytime soon. He is out of commission. But really, this happened to be the episode to allow Koichi in the second half to shine, allow him to actually kind of grow, allow him to use his smarts, allow him to go Super Saiyan level 3 and actually take out the competition. Which he kind of does. In essence, Echo's Act 3 does kind of come to the rescue, does kind of save their lives in the end. Which then leaves Kira kind of sitting there going, oh, I've got to go back and get him because I'm in trouble right now. My hand's going deeper and deeper into the ground. I can't be sitting there right now. I'll go back and retrieve it because we know sheer heart attack is a secondary bomb to Killer Queen. So it's attached from Kira's left hand. So anything that happens to that happens to Kira as well. So Kira's hands slowly go into the ground. So he's kind of sitting there going, yeah, I need to go back and grab him, don't I? So really, he's actually in trouble because we don't know whether or not what's going to happen next. Will Koichi go, oh my god, the murderer's back, go get him, Act 3, and then basically Act 3 will just go and take him out one hit. We're not too sure, but still, it does yield quite hopeful results. But really, this episode was bloody interesting because we got to see character growth from both Koichi and Jotaro. In essence, Jotaro has become a character which I freaking do love. In essence, I love him. Like, he is really freaking great because he sits down and figures out the whole entire section once Kira leaves the shoe place. Once Kira leaves the shoe place, he's kind of sitting there going, look, Koichi, you can't just go gun-ho into the situation. You can't just go full-blown oora into the situation. You got to kind of observe, and observe does just not mean to look. You've got to look carefully. You've got to listen. You've got to listen well. You've got to just figure out because, as we understand, Kira does not leave any evidence. He will destroy all evidence because he's invaded that whole entire idea for the last 15 years. So he ain't going to do it just now. He ain't going to go, oh, well, I'll just leave some evidence this time. No, he ain't. So the stand afterwards is still in there. So sheer heart attack is still in there. We got to figure out where he is. If you don't, we're all going to die. So really, that's what the main thing was. Then trying to find out where sheer heart attack is to kind of survive. And that's when Koichi's kind of hot-headedness really comes into the picture. In essence, I think Koichi kind of misinterprets what Jotaro is trying to say. Jotaro completely means, look, just don't go gun-ho. In essence, look, yes, the murderer's getting away, but I don't really go and chase after him because, look, even if he's gone, yes, he's gone. That's the main thing we get. He's gone, he's out of the picture. He's gone down the street, he's out of it. But that ain't the bad thing, mate. There's more to it. In essence, I've got a complete profile that would really put Batman to shame to find out and narrow down the results to this one dude. So don't freaking worry about it. But I think Koichi kind of misinterprets what Jotaro is trying to say. In essence, he thinks that he's actually undermining him. So in essence, he's basically saying, look, Koichi, fam, you're not good. For me, I really think this is actually Koichi's kind of demise. Because really after this, it kind of does then lead into the whole entire idea of what's really going down with sheer heart attack. And it actually really does then lead into the whole entire scene where Jotaro tries to save Koichi and then leads to him being completely incapacitated, leaving Koichi on his own to actually kind of figure out how to actually save both of them to get Josuke there to actually kind of save him. And really, when you think about it, it was his hot-headedness that really kind of led into this because, again, as I said before, he's kind of thinking that Jotaro is undermining him. And he's like, no, Echoes is not useless, don't worry about it. But it's when he tries to figure out what's really going down with sheer heart attack. That's the main thing because he's saying, look, Jotaro, okay, fanboy, here it is. Those attacks can't be by someone who is very far away. That person needs to be within 10 meters of this vicinity for those attacks to actually happen. But Jotaro kind of says, no, that's not the case. This actual stand is remote controlled. He is somewhere else. He ain't in this vicinity. The actual culprit has gone. And then Koichi kind of thinking, that's illogical, how would that be possible? Which then kind of leads Koichi to actually kind of send echoes into the sky, saying, look, okay, it has to be 10 meters away, so I'm actually going to find it. He actually does find Kira, but Kira is too far away. And he kind of realizes at that point, holy freaking Christ, that's inconceivable. How can an attack that powerful be controlled by someone that far away? And it's true, because when you think about it, sheer heart attack is completely autonomous. In essence, he actually has unlimited range. He just attacks anything that has the highest temperature. That's really the main thing. In essence, once Koichi got worked up about this whole entire situation, it then kind of leads sheer heart attack to go after Koichi, which then leads Jotaro to kind of go yada dulcet, and then leads to him actually stopping time using Zawaldo and actually kind of save his life. In essence, sending sheer heart attack towards him using this fire, which then leaves Jotaro completely incapacitated and now with fear for him. In essence, now Koichi's on his own, trying to get away, trying to go grab some help, trying to go and find out whether or not he can actually contact Josuke to actually get some help. In essence, Josuke will be the person that actually can save Jotaro's life. And that's when he actually figures out what's really going down with sheer heart attack. In essence, he actually does figure out, look, as Jotaro said, he actually does go after the things with the highest heat. In essence, he turns on all the lights, sheer heart attack goes after them. The main thing happens in the kitchen. You got to keep note of the kitchen. The kitchen is the main point, because in the kitchen there happens to be an electric stove, not a gas stove. What Koichi wanted was a gas stove because it heats up quickly, but an electric stove does not. So it kind of then sends Koichi into his frenzy, saying, who has this? It's a load of crap, what's going on here? But then Koichi kind of figures out, oh you freaking Christ, I know the weakness of sheer heart attack. I know his weakness. In essence, the thing he chases after the whole entire time really is his weakness. In essence, he actually sends echoes after him, actually kind of make the word sizzle, and actually allows for sheer heart attack to actually follow that word sizzle. I was like, actually kind of neat. In essence, you really got to see Koichi just go full-blown Super Saiyan and actually kind of save the day, sort of, because this episode does have a tendency to actually kind of go like this, then go like this, then go like this once again, and actually kind of stick there and go back down again, and actually kind of then sort of go back up into a situation of maybe there actually might be a silver lining. But it doesn't really go all to plan, because he actually does contact Josuke, but what is happening? What is bloody happening? The actual stove is heating up. It then sends sheer heart attack after the stove, which then kind of leads into the scene of, holy freaking Christ, we need to get out of here, because he's actually contacted Josuke at this point. Josuke can't really understand what's really going down. Koichi's trying to explain it to him, but he's like, oh, what's going down? Just tell me, dumbass, where are you? And she does manage to actually tell him, but it's too little too late, because they need to get out of it. An actual explosion happens. Koichi's really hurt. And it kind of then leads to him to realize, oh my god, Echoes is dead. But then he kind of realizes, no, Echoes can't be dead. In essence, if Echoes is dead, I'm dead. So it actually might be like last time. In essence, at that point, he actually does evolve. And he actually turns out to be a pretty freaking cool lad. But really, this episode was pretty freaking neat. It really was a beautiful dwang of an episode. I really did like it overall. We got to see character growth. We got to see how Jotaro kind of seeks out the whole entire scene before going full-blown order into the situation. I was like, and I am pretty freaking hyped for next week. So yes, with all that said, I have indeed been the driver. If you have enjoyed the video as a whole, and you do want to leave a like, do leave a like, because it does help me quite a bit. If you want to leave a sub because you enjoyed the video and my content, please do leave a sub, because indeed it does help me quite a bit, and you do actually become a part of the family. So yes, with all that said, being a driver, I shall see you guys next week with the next review of JoJo Part 4. See you guys then.